the green spot on her that was caused by beating. It mentions the cause.
Part 3. You're welcome, brother. So thank you also for your respect, and I really appreciate that we can debate this out peacefully. And of course, we're entitled to different opinions and we interpret in different ways. Now, it's really important to firstly note that in the English, the word, beating, the beat that you mention, it's in brackets, and that's in English. Now, if you look at the Arabic text, there's no word that suggests that it was beating. So the person who wrote it assumed that it was due to beating. So that's an assumption. That's point number 1. Point number 2, I don't want to actually slander a dead man. Okay, so if he did not beat his wife, I'm not going to go out of my way and spend a lot of effort and be like, no, he did beat his wife simply because of that mark that she had. But at the same time, I don't also want to slander a dead woman, because just because she was disloyal or dishonest and slandered her husband about being impotent because she wanted to get back with her first husband, I have to be just. And I'm not going to be like, okay, you know what? Just because she slandered him, that means that she wasn't abused. It is possible that it could have been by her husband, because there's no justification for abuse. And I would never, justify abuse. But I do make excuses for people when there's not enough evidence. And I have to be very careful as a woman who fears God as well, that I don't want to slander anyone, whether they're dead or alive, whether they're now or whether they were in the past. As slander is a very, very major sin, and I would not want to take that sin on my head. So, although it's possible that he could have abused her, we don't have the sufficient evidence. We can only assume that, yes, it's a possibility. But in terms of you saying that, it shows that, women supporting each other, and you said this, well, even in this day and age, I'm one of those women who support other Muslim women. And you probably don't know, but I do deal with khula cases. So this is divorce, which is initiated by women who are trying to escape abuse. Now, I'm not an advocate for divorce, so I always say to people, work it out. It's really easy to divorce, but you might regret it. But when it comes to abuse, they have a way out in terms of Islamically. So just because a man is Muslim, that does not mean he's going to be the perfect Muslim. Yes, you will get really good Muslim men who will not abuse their wives and who live by Islam, how they should live by it. And they should know that. And they would know that you are not even allowed to hit your wife. But then there will also be bad people who are wolves in sheep's clothing, who, say they are Muslim. And they are Muslim, but, they come, they're wolves in sheep's clothing. So they're not truly people of God. So we need to differentiate between people like that and also the beautiful religion, because it has nothing to do with the religion.